Sometimes you just have to let off steam. You burrow deep into your core and blow off pent-up frustration. You're feeling overwhelmed, and so you go for therapeutic catharsis, acting like you aren't dominated by your circumstances, but dominant over them. You voice what you would say if you were in charge of the world, not under its thumb. You talk like a boss, barking at whatever or whomever is oppressing you. It's useful and necessary. Sometimes we can't begin to think straight until we've done some discharging. Still, we shouldn't mistake it for thinking straight. Venting is the exact opposite of cool-headed strategic thinking about how to intervene to prevent your burden from getting greater. We're pissed at how the election turned out. We feel like venting about the damage done to our values. We vent at friends or online or at anyone who will listen to us voicing our bruised values. Like the boss setting underlings straight, we ignore that Maga values just beat us. We imagine giving them the scolding they deserve. It's useful therapeutic escapism. Still, we're not the boss. Not now. They're the masters du jour. They gain their power by venting. The Maga movement is the kind of stupidity that takes over when you vent in public, turning governance into your private pity party vanity project. It's orchestrated by strategic kleptocracy, a cabal of cunning psychopaths who figured out how to get people venting like they were in charge of the world. They have that power now, and we're not going to overwhelm them by venting at them. It's not like you can tell the Trumpists what's what, and they'll listen. They have the megaphone now, and anyways, listening was never really their thing. My point here is that it's useful to distinguish venting from planning strategic interventions. You need both, but they're actually opposites. Venting is you expressing your values, what you want, what you demand, if you could demand it. Strategy is a clear-eyed attempt to understand where the people you're having trouble with are coming from, what they want, so you can figure out how to influence them. Picture it this way. You just opened a restaurant. You want it to succeed. The customer isn't always right, but you'll do better if you treat them like they are, even if they're wrong. So you alternate between two modes. With the customers, you pay close attention to what they want. You're in strategic sales mode. In the kitchen, out of earshot, you can vent all you want about what indulgent pigs they are. You just don't want to bring that attitude to the table, or you'll soon be out of business. Or try this. Your partnership isn't working. You vent to a friend or therapist about how oppressive and unfair your partner is. You curse and scold, blurt and demand. You escape into a fantasy of setting your partner straight, like you're the boss, imposing your standards. Now, maybe you'll end up voicing some of that venting to your partner, but it's less likely to help if you can't step back to imagine what's going on for your partner, what they want. Venting, you burrow deep into your own skin, cursing your indulgent pig of a partner. But for strategic intervention, you have to get out of your skin and into theirs. I often ask clients to imagine what their partners would say about the relationship out of earshot. It's a way to get them to imagine how the relationship is working for them on the receiving end. This is Marketing 101. To understand the shoes you're trying to move, you have to put yourself in them, which requires that you take off yours. Really get into the mindset of the people you're trying to influence. It's also Science 101. The heart of science is this: to get what you want, set aside what you want long enough to see what is. Better informed, you'll be better at engineering what you want. Putting yourself into other people's shoes is not to be confused with sympathy and charity for them. It's about figuring out how best to get what you want. Maybe you'll end up venting at your partner. Maybe you'll end up accommodating them more. That's a strategic question you can't answer when you're in venting mode. Post-election, you probably need a lot of cathartic venting. Go for it. Just don't confuse it with strategy. They're really opposite behaviors, and they both have their place. Hey, thanks for wondering with me. Like, subscribe, comment, and one more. Email me for a free trial strategic consulting session. Not bottomless psychotherapy or pep talk coaching, but cut to the chase help navigating next moves on anything. But especially on getting your mind back from some jerk who seems to be jerking you around. Thanks.